Hello, welcome back to Sound Design Sundays. Let's get straight into it. The final sound is going to sound something like this. And as always, let's see how we got there. So, Harmor, why not? Let's give it a go. Haven't used this synth in a while. Been on the Serum train. Lol. That could be cool. Drop it down an octave. Take the speed to 0 so I have full control over it. Change the shape. Maybe some unison. Maybe some noise. It sounds like a train. Choo choo! I'm gonna bind this to, nope, quick map. There we go, quick map to modulation X. I don't want it to move so many times. I don't want to have too many oscillations, so maybe bring this down a little bit. Cool, that's not enough though, so that's cool. I like that movement. But we need to beef it up a little bit, so let's add some cube distortion. That's sick. Pretty basic at the moment though. Maybe some log distortion. That's sick. I love that tearing texture we get with the noise oscillator interacting with the harmonics that are present in this range when we go down. That's so sick. Because if I turn this resonance off, we just get this fairly normal phasery sounding bass, but with the noise, we're creating some nice randomness in these harmonics. That's so sick. It sounds like I'm almost automating the prism. So that's getting a bit too much, but this is cool. It's almost like a different result every single time. What happens if I change the width? Oh. What? Yeah, I definitely like it, how it behaves with the single notch, or a couple of notches. It's too shallow. There's almost like a sweet spot somewhere. Like that. Holy shit. That's so sick. I'm gonna start laying this into our playlist. Here, automate both of these. And then we need to, so it's like I'm going, okay, so there's a little bit of movement on the Y, but it's mainly X. And it's going from positive to negative. Let's see what we got here. And I'm also going up as well. Maybe a double curve would suit this a bit better. Yeah. Increase this. Definitely need some more movement in this region from the noise. Okay, this is cool. And I'm gonna send it to a mixer track that you can't see, just so I can beef it up a little bit. That's clipping like a motherfucker. So, no, not vinyl, fuck's sake. Nice, and I really like this plugin driver. Not sure who it's by, I got it from the Complete 12 bundle, but it's really sick and has some interesting textures to it. Nah, that's funny. I think we might be crushing this a bit too hard though. So I'm gonna kill one of these saturations for now. We don't really know what the character of the sound's gonna be yet. So at the moment I'm just forcing it into distortion and hoping stuff works, and that's not, it's okay, but it's not ideal, you know? I do like that. Automate this fade in some more even harmonics over the course of the sound. I'm gonna squarify it, man. I like how it interacts with the tail. We really want this crunch, and we want the most amount of harmonics to make this possible. So I'm gonna avoid fading in the square even harmonics, but I do like how it messes with the tail. Sounding sick. That's so interesting, just a small alteration of the phaser width can create such a different result. That's sweet. That's fucking crazy. Let me automate this. Here, do this. First of all, chop these tails off because they're annoying me. Get out of here. Oh god. Do something with this tail because it's cool, but it's just a flat tone and I want it to have a bit more movement. Chop it off just here. That's what I want. Because then I can put a reverb tail in here and it'll sound sick. We've struck gold here, boys. I wonder what more unison sounds like. I want an odd-numbered unison because I learnt this from Michael from In The Mix. If you have an odd-numbered unison, you actually get a little bit more stereo clarity because there's still like a central voice. I don't know whether I want to make it as wishy-washy as possible or to try and preserve some of that grit. Because sometimes the phase will change and the grit will sound better, but then other times it won't, and then the washiness will sound good, but... Chorus? That's fucking sick. I'm gonna automate the prism slightly, but only by a margin of like 10% or so. So I'm gonna set the max and min ranges of this automation clip to 40 and 60. So I know that like, even if it's up here, that's only 10% above 50%, right? So... time for some reverb. I'm gonna set the decay really low, the size really low, so we get this... Yeah, we get this like glassy, roomy texture. That's what I want. Okay, and then I'm gonna automate the wet. That's sick. And actually, we can probably turn this tail into its own form of bass. So if we route the reverb to another channel and we bring in a balance, I know you can't see any of this, and we bring in some like distortion, driver again, we automate the tail send to come in and then like that. So what we've got, whoa, jeez. So just the reverb of this sound is being processed by this, and then we're automating the volume of this. So if this is all the way down, there will be no driver, right? But if we bring it in, we get that what you're hearing is the reverb going into the distortion again. Sounds like a rock concert, mate. That's cool. If I take the balance out of this and mute the channel, we have nice reverb, but it doesn't sound characterized, right? To this day, I still actually have no idea what this does, but it seems to bring out the resonance of each individual harmonic separate to the filters. So like, it's definitely going to help us in this first attack section of the sound. I want the cadence of this to be just right. I want it to go bam, da da, right? Without the driver, with driver. So much crunch. I've never done this before, but what if we grab the trash and we put it on a send? So we're not actually losing any of this mid signal, but if we send it just to the channel that has the trash on it, we'll be able to preserve some of the clarity. So this is just the trash signal, but now we can parallel mix the trash. Why the fuck wouldn't we? I like that. That was, yeah, that's really working out. You know what? Fuck it. Let's put a vocodex on this as well. But I want to try and reduce some of the weight in this midsection here. And we can do that with the band distribution envelope as well. Just gonna make a nice shape here. That's sick. Now it's all about finding the sweet spots in all of these. Like, I love that, like, transient that we get from the width. But I could never have engineered it to sound exactly like that, you know? Like, it's all about finding the cool randomness. I like this, like, dum, 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 dum. Dum, 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 dum. I don't think there's anything we can add to this that isn't going to compromise the phase. And it's this happy medium between, like, grit and, like, airy top end and texture. The only thing I'm going to try is adding a bit crusher in the tail end of it here. Let's put it before the trash, but after the saturation. Take the wet down. Yeah. Really destroys that top end. It's almost doing a kind of tube saturation thing on it as well. I really like bit crushing for sounds like this because you can really make a glassy but brittle top end by adding just a little bit. Like, it doesn't have to be crazy like that, but just a little bit. It really is the glue that brings everything together. All right. Thank you all for watching again. Hoping to be doing one of these every week as promised, but I will catch you later.